Hello, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Well, here we are. It's the Wednesday after Christmas. I didn't get a video put up, unfortunately, over the Christmas period. I was far too busy with family things. I'll show you some of the beer-related presents that I got, which I was very lucky. But first of all, I'd like to share this lovely ale with you. This is the one you may have seen me brewing in my last brewing video, which was the Arrogant Bastard Ale clone. Here it is. It's nice and dark. It's quite clear, not crystal, but see a nice colour. About a finger head on it. Doesn't smell of a great deal, actually. But I'll jump in. Oh, it has a beautiful body to it. Tremendous body. It's very malty. You've got those malty aftertones in it, but it is quite bitter, although it doesn't get you in the back of the throat, but it's beautiful beer. Never having had the original, the only time I've seen it is when Tony Yates from Northern Rock Brewing made a clone of it, and it looked so good, and his description of it was, Tony's description of it was so great. I thought I must try that. So I decided that when I was doing the brew day in the honour of Paul Wixfield, that I would do this one instead, because I didn't have the things in for the supercharger, etc. However, I am going to make the supercharger hopefully January or February time, so I'm looking forward to doing that and tasting it, because I've seen some of you guys' videos out there of you kegging it and your versions of the supercharger, and it looks really delicious, so looking forward to doing that. As this is warming up a little bit, starting to get a little bit more nose on it, but it certainly belies the amount of hops that they're in. Quite a lot of Chinook in there for a fact, but certainly a nice colour. This one came out at 8.4% ABV, and I must say I've had a couple of them since Christmas. Not many, but a couple. And I was talking to Tony Yates the other day and telling him, he said exactly the same. He managed a couple of these, but it's certainly not a session ale, that's for sure. So I managed to have a couple of these and a couple of Dropkick Nates as well, and a cheeky little vodka, and it was thank you and good night, Gracie. So we're on to, I'm going to show you now some of the brew related things that I got given for Christmas. First thing is from one of my daughters. Just hang on a second, the dog's dying to be. Sorry about that. It's obviously not only me that's thirsty. The dog wanted a drink, so she's just having a little drink of water now. That's the youngest dog. That's Chloe, King Charles Cavalier. But as I say, back to what I was saying. So one of my daughters bought me the Homebrewer's lab book, My Life in Beer, and it's to, as you can see, just record all the different ingredients that you use in your different beers and your methods. So you can hopefully repeat them if you make a good one, or alter them if it's not as good as you intended. So that's very useful. From my son I got 1001 beers you must try before you die. So it'd be interesting to see how many of them I've already tried, but that'll make good reading. So thanks Chris for that one. The other book, as I said, was from my daughter Leslie Jane. Christopher also bought me a quarter yard of ale glass, which I haven't used yet. It says Beerology. Oop, can you see it? Beerology on there. And I have to say, it's very much like the Pavel Quack glass, the original one which I have, which I'll show you here. There we go. So here's my Pavel Quack glass. It's very dusty. It's been in the cupboard and never been used for a long, long time. You can see the signature on there, Pavel's signature on there. It's a similar idea. It's a bit bigger than the quarter yard of ale glass. And there's the original stand top. And the tradition, for those of you who don't know with Pavel Quack, is when you go in there to get one of these glasses full of beer, you have to hand your shoe over to the barman, who keeps a hold of it, just to make sure, I think, you don't run off to the glass. And when you give your glass back, you get your shoe back. So that's the tradition. So anyway, similar idea with the quarter yard of ale. So we might have some fun with that later on. And then another one of my daughters got me some beers, which also had a glass in from the Durham Brewery. So a nice glass, which is a local brewery. I work in County Durham, which is about 30 odd miles from here as the crow flies, down into the city centre itself, although my schools, as you know, are well out into the North Pennines, and that makes it about a 60-mile drive from here. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Reach over. I'll have to stand up for this one. By the way, by reaching up, I will show you my wonderful wife bought me a t-shirt, and she said it reminded her of me, and said, I was certainly one of the founder members. I don't know what she's talking about. But here we go. And here, she said we better have this in case of emergencies, the first aid box. And she bought me this, and a nice selection of ales in there as well. And last of the beer related presents, but not least, are these things here. Now, Elderberry is my local homebrew store, and it's about 5 miles from me in Whitley Bay. And I believe Paul, Reverend Burrow, used to go there as well, actually. But yes, so 25 quid in vouchers. So that's wonderful. So thanks to Rebecca and her wife for that. Very, very lucky. Thank you to both girls. That's wonderful. Well, all that remains to be said is that I haven't done any brewing over the Christmas period. I've got 4 kegs on. I've got the ABA. There's a Dropkick Nate, as always. Thanks Nate and Brad. Talking of Dropkick Nate, David Cheshire Homebrew did a wonderful review of a bottle that I sent to him recently. So if you haven't seen that, go across to David Cheshire Homebrew site, and you can get the address if you look through the people that I subscribe to and see the wonderful review that he gave me. Thank you very much indeed, David. I do appreciate that. Of course, I might have made a decent beer. However, the recipe and the original is all from the boys over at Under the Table Brewing, so make sure you have a look at their channel. Two great boys who've designed a wonderful beer, and as I said many times, it's my go-to beer, so I've got that on tap. I also have an Amarillo Ale on Blyth Spirit Brewery's Amarillo Ale, and the final one is an American IPA. So plenty there to keep us going at the moment, and certainly won't need to brew in the near future. Alone within the next month or so, I would like to get another couple of beers on and get going. So all that remains to say is thank you for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers. I'm almost at the 100 mark, 96. Good heavens, creeping up there. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Also, please comment on the videos. They help me to make better videos, and I do enjoy reading your comments, and I try and answer them all. Please like the videos if you do, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next Homebrew Wednesday in 2016. So, Happy New Year to you all. Here's to the good of your blood, and here's to the good of your health. If you haven't got good blood, and you haven't got good health, here's to your bloody good health. Cheers.